Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you get sick and can't sleep. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. It's about time you got to bed, Wayan. You groan, pulling the blanket over your head and burying yourself deeper into the couch cushions. The familiar scent of a warm, slightly spicy explosion reminds you that Kirishima and Bakugou were both home. Hey, don't give me that. Bakugou's voice was surprisingly soft. Come on, get up. The couch isn't the bed. You shake your head. A wave of nausea washes over you, and you can't imagine moving. Don't push it, Bakugou, Kirishima says. Can't you tell they're sick? I know that shitty hair. I'm not a freaking idiot. But they can't sleep on the couch. It's not good for them. For their back. You feel a gentle hand on your forehead, and a muffled voice asks, Hey, are you okay? You nod weakly, and you hear Kirishima say, We're going to get you into bed. Kirishima lifts you into his arms, and you rest your head on his shoulder. He's so warm, and the steady beat of his heart was calming. Bakugou follows close behind, a little too close for comfort. You can feel him hovering. Is this really necessary? You mumble. Of course it is. Kirishima says, You can't get better without sleep. I know that. You say, I just can't sleep. Kirishima gently places you on the bed, and Bakugou is there, placing a cool cloth on your forehead. You close your eyes, and a comfortable silence falls over the room. Kirishima was rubbing your back, while Bakugou was humming a tune you've never heard before. Are you feeling any better? Kirishima asks. You open your eyes and nod. A little, but I'm still nauseous. I'll get you some water, Bakugou says, and he leaves the room. Kirishima wraps his arms around you, and you rest your head on his chest. You can't believe how lucky you are. You have two amazing boyfriends who take care of you. I love you guys. You mumble. We love you too, Kirishima says, and he places a soft kiss on your forehead. Bakugou returns with a glass of water and a bowl of something you can't quite make out. I made you some soup. It'll help settle your stomach, he says. You smile. You didn't have to do that. Just drink the water and eat the soup, Bakugou says. You take a sip of the water, and then you try a spoonful of the soup. It's surprisingly good. You eat a little bit, and you feel the nausea start to subside. Thank you guys, you say. Don't thank us, Bakugou says. Now go to sleep. Kirishima pulls the covers over you and lies on one side of you, while Bakugou lies on the other. You're sandwiched between them, and you've never felt so loved or safe before. You can feel their warmth and their steady breathing, and for the first time all day, you feel like you can finally fall asleep. Your eyes flutter open to the soft morning light. The first thing you notice was the complete absence of the fever, a small victory. The second thing you notice was a sharp, twisting pain in your stomach. You groan, a low, miserable sound that gets stuck in your throat. You awake? Bakugou's gruff voice was close to your ear. He's still on his side of the bed, his arm draped over your waist, holding you close. Kirishima was on your other side, his hand resting on your hip. Yeah, you manage, your voice a faint whisper. Kirishima shifts, his hand moving to rub your stomach in slow, soothing circles. What's wrong? He asks, his voice thick with sleep. My stomach. You wince as a practically bad cramp hits you. It really hurts. Told you were a lightweight, Bakugou mutters, but there's no real malice in his tone. He pulls you closer, his warmth a comforting pressure against your back. Don't be a jerk, Bakugou, Kirishima says, his voice a little more firm. He stops rubbing, and instead just holds his hand still against your stomach. Does this help? You nod, grateful for the pressure. Yeah, a little. I'll get you some peppermint tea, Bakugo says, pulling his arm away and swinging his legs over the side of the bed. You immediately miss his warmth. It's good for stomach aches. Don't get up, Bakugo. I can do it, Kirishima says, starting to sit up. Stay here, shitty hair. Bakugo barks. They need you right here. He's out the door before either of you can argue. Kirishima turns his attention back to you. Are you sure you're okay? We can go to Recovery Girl if you need to. No, I'm okay, you say, taking his hand and squeezing it. I just need to rest. All right, he says. We're not going anywhere. Bakugo returns a few minutes later with a steaming mug of tea and a small bowl of crackers. He sets the tray on your bedside table and then climbs back into bed, pulling you against him once more. Drink this, he says, holding the mug to your lips. You take a careful sip, the warmth of the tea spreading through you. Now eat. You take a small bite of a cracker, chewing slowly. With one of your boyfriends holding you and the other one feeding you, you felt a little less sick. See? Bakugo says. Told you you'd be fine. And to be honest, you were with them, and for that, of course, you were fine. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. So actually, this is based on true life experience. I experienced this week. Basically, I was like sick after I came back from a trip. Not trip, I was just like hanging out with someone, and then basically I got sick and I got the whole house sick. And to be honest, nobody took care of me like Bakugou and Kirishima. Sadly, I was the one taking care of myself. And my parents, they didn't really believe me at first until they found out that I had a fever. And after that, they just gave me pills and tea. And for the stomach part, they actually didn't believe me until now. Yeah, I just have some problems with that. They don't believe when I get sick because they always think that I'm overreacting. They always think that I'm over dramatic too. So yeah, that's why I have nobody like Bakugou and Kirishima. So I decided to just make a fic, you know? Let's just make a video and I'll get better with it, hopefully. So yeah, if any of you is sick, I know my friend Kenzie is sick, and so I made this video as she requested. Yeah, I hope that you get better, Kenzie, and I hope that everyone who is sick also gets better and has someone to take care of them. Thank you guys for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.